another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she bought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man.
The Carolina Rains have arrived as we are inside a soggy Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Tonight we wind up Week 5 with a good battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play action now. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for it after what he did the previous week. But sometimes that skill set actually intimidates a defense, and he used it to his great advantage.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. On 2nd and 9, Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Cousins. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away, because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And this is caught. Touchdown!
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so...
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And the Panthers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Jacoby Brissett with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are back within a score. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins gives way to Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they have certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 2nd and goal. Cousins, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Third and goal for Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now Cousins on 4th down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings! Adam Thielen with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down. Hey,
on third down, Brissett.
He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Off the play fake, here's Brissett. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. The Panthers at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Play fake, Brissett. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey. Kill.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Carolina. Kareem Hunt, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 2nd and 5 now. Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. In motion, the tight end. First down. Here's Cousins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins steps away to his left.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Cousins again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 2-point game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. From the 44, Brissett. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. In motion left goes a tight end. On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, kill. Hey, kill.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Hey, kill.
On third, here's an option play right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Brissett. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. To throw, Brissett.
Swings this out for Hunt.
Touchdown, Panthers!
Kareem Hunt.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Well, he is putting in a great all-around game, Charles. He already ran one in for a score, and now they utilize him in the passing game.
And they put a lot of pressure on a defensive coordinator and a defense, don't they? Because we're used to him as a runner, but it turns out he's just as dangerous as some of those receivers, and he showed it right there. You don't pay enough attention to him defensively, he makes you pay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And he will be out of bounds. So no touchdown on the missed field goal return here. And on that wild note, we will come to an end here, the first half of play.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hey, kill. Hey, check.
They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Out of the gun, Brissett.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brissett. He's going to look deep for more. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cook up the gut. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact,
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. They go play action with Brissett. They'll roll him out right.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Hey, check this.
Now Brissett.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
On play action, Cousins. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Brissett now. And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to put them a touchdown and a two-point conversion up.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a two-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a one-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a two-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
On second down, Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It will be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
A 10th carry of the game for Cook. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Moore, the man in motion. A 2nd down throw for Cousins.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Moore, the man in motion. On 3rd down, Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will cut the lead down to just 2.
So that gets him a little closer as he converts there, but you have to think back to the field goal he missed earlier.
Right now, that's the difference between leading and trailing. So at this moment, he's reciting that kicker's prayer that we know so well. Just give me one more shot before this one's said and done.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Moore, the man in motion. On play action, Brissett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
On second down, it's Cook again. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on fourth down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Here's Cook again.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Left side, Cook.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Cousins to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Now Cousins. And it's caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Finding Pittman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Vikings, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bad